Sometimes. Wrack. Okay, what is up, everybody? It is 7 o'clock, so I think it is time to get the stream started. So, this is the developer playthrough for Wrack. My name is Brad Carney, aka Carnival. I am the creator of this game here, Wrack. It is a cel-shaded first-person shooter. I think we're all pretty familiar with it. Probably not any total strangers coming to this stream to check this out, but this is a game we did. Released about a year and a half ago officially. We spent like 6 years making it, so we really slaved over this game. Built the engine from scratch. Just really put a ton of work into this. This is a game that we made before Kickstarter really became a big thing. You know, we kind of did this all on our own, all with a bunch of elbow grease and everything. And I think in a lot of ways, like, you can really see where a lot of that effort went and paid off. You know, like, I mean, for instance, like this title screen here. You know, this is something like we did at like the absolute last minute. You know, we basically had to take the cover art that one of our artists made, chop it into a bunch of pieces, and then kind of do this like little animation where like they're all kind of spinning back and forth. You know, and then you got the clouds scrolling in the background. So our interface artist, Kami, he kind of put this together, and it just ended up being really fantastic. So, you know, throughout this little stream here, I'll try and share some little helpful details like that. Just kind of give you some little insights into the development process and all that. I've got my phone here with the stream open, so I can, if you guys have questions or anything, just go ahead and chime in, and I will hopefully be able to take a look at my phone. I'm reading some of the chat now. No, this isn't some elaborate joke. This is not an April 1st gag. It just happens to be the first Friday when we launched our Kickstarter, and it just kind of seemed like a good time to do this little stream. It just happened to be on April 1st, which is a little bit unfortunate. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. So, you know, this menu here, this is another one of the things that we did kind of fairly late in the process, but just really turned out being utterly fantastic. I just love everything about how this looks, the scrolling backgrounds, the text, you know, the little animations and everything. Just really fantastic job. So let's go ahead and just go into a new game. Let's do the main campaign. Once upon a time, this was 3 episodes here, but we had to cut it down to 1. There's a bit of a controversy about that right now with everything that's going on with Starfall, but anyway, so I'm just going to start a new game here. We're going to go all in. We're going to probably gonna die a bunch, but whatever, that's fine. These storyboards, they never really got totally finished. Like, we had this first one here done, and then that was done for like a really long time. And then, like, this was done for like early access, which was like in 2013, like about a year before the game came out. You know, we were doing like bi-weekly updates every couple of weeks, and I was kind of hoping, like, you know, every couple of weeks, you know, a new panel would be done and inserted. Hey, I was, you know, on the artist who was doing those. You know, I was trying to contact him fairly regularly, trying to get all that done, and unfortunately we could not. And, you know, I mean, by only being in early access for a year or so, we didn't really have time to like pivot to someone else, and, you know, so whatever. It didn't fully end up working out. So, I mean, like, that first frame looked pretty good, and then the rest of these are largely unfinished, which is kind of a shame. You know, that's something that came up in a lot of reviews, specifically negative reviews of the game, so that's kind of unfortunate. That and the bad story, which, you know, if you don't have the kind of good storytelling elements around it, it's going to fall flat. Not saying the writing on its own was stellar or anything, but wasn't helped by the other elements, so. Alright, so let's just kind of whip through the rest of this. We can skip over the coloring job. The incomplete coloring job. Sorry that Will has to leave. Oh well, see you, Ninked. So this very first room here, we wanted to make sure that this kind of set the tone. We wanted you to have like this nice kind of big open room so that you can get your bearings. You do move rather fast in this game, so we did want to make sure that you kind of had a room to kind of run around safely and kind of get your bearings before going off and doing anything too crazy. This hallway here, this just has those two crawlers right there who you can't really get past, but that's kind of there to set up the fact that you only have the sword, and it's kind of showing you how that works. It's kind of showing you how that little situation there is kind of showing you how the sword works. And very similarly, we have this like little pit here, so this is not going to be very effective for using your sword, but hopefully you are smart enough to pick up that pistol sitting right there, and then you can see that, oh hey, in a situation like this, the pistol is actually an amazing thing to use. So right off the bat, you're kind of being shown two different weapons and how they have very situational uses. And hopefully you're already in love with this game. Hopefully you're going, oh my god, the game design in this is absolutely incredible. Yeah, that did not happen at all. But people like that you can jib stuff and make a bloody mess, so that's cool. Yeah, that crawler stepping on that up on that other crawler, that's something that happened a lot, but not much we could do about that. Didn't seem like any kind of game-breaking thing. Oops, You know, when I did the difficulty settings for this game, I was kind of trying to emulate Doom a little bit, which should come as a surprise to nobody. Plenty of this game tried to emulate Doom, but Nightmare difficulty in Doom was always kind of a joke because the enemies respawned, and that was kind of not really fair. But yeah, I like the fast projectile speed in Nightmare, so in bullshit in this, you know, I tried to I wanted it to be like a legitimate hard difficulty setting that people could actually use, unlike Nightmare, which no one in their right mind would ever pick. But this has the fast projectile speed, highly aggressive monsters, and then other things like no checkpoints. So if I die, I'm going to have to go all the way back, which is not something I'm looking forward to. Had I used the sword there, I could have kept that chain going a little longer, but chains don't matter in this game, so who cares? So this is the game's first mini-boss. This is Geyser. We really liked him. A long time ago, like, you were able to kind of like hide in these little things here, and then he couldn't hit you. I was kind of okay with it at the time because it was kind of like, oh, well, you know, he's the first mini-boss. Let's not overwhelm the player too much. But we made the right decision and got rid of that. But he basically has two attacks. He either attacks high, in which case you crouch under, like this, or he attacks low, where you have to jump over. So that's basically kind of reinforcing two of the mechanics that the game was teaching you earlier. There was a part where you had to jump across a little gap to hit a switch, so that's kind of showing you how jumping works. And then there was a part right before that where you had to crouch to get past an area, so that was kind of showing you crouching. And then that mini-boss is kind of showing you these how those mechanics worked in a more combat-oriented setting. So really a lot of thought went into this first level and kind of introducing things. I think we're going to get our first finisher going here. I haven't played this in a while, so normally I'd have like a giant chain by now, but I'm just kind of being tour guide at the moment. Oops, don't hurt me. But this is the Doom Sphere. It gives me quad damage, so everything is dying rather quickly, which is good. Okay, good. I jibbed the body there, so I got the reset, so my chain kept going. And then I used the finisher there to wipe out the rest of them, get a whole bunch of points. So I should be in pretty good shape now. Yeah, you know, the first level is kind of set up with the chain system in mind. You know, there's good places to build your chain, there's good places to use finishers, but fortunately the rest of the game, because that was a mechanic that was introduced so late, didn't really work out as well. So this guy is back. He is angry. This is Geyser once again. This is something we kind of modeled after the first level of Mega Man X4. So in that there was a kind of flying robot enemy who you kind of fought as a mini boss, a mid boss, and then he came back later. It was the full-on boss of the level. But everyone knows this game has nothing to do with Mega Man. Nothing at all. The developers are obviously liars for saying such a thing. In this upcoming sequence here, this is also heavily modeled after the beginning of Mega Man X4, where you kill that lizard thing and then Colonel comes up and you have a little conversation with him. But this is EXO. I really love him. He was supposed to have like kind of a British accent, something kind of similar to Robot Devil and Futurama. But obviously no voice acting in this game. It's just a bunch of just a bunch of text and pictures, which I don't know, people not the greatest fans of. Not that I blame them, but anyway, this is a stream. No one's going to read all this, so I'm just gonna whip through all that. I like his little glider thing. I think we did a pretty good job on that. Minor detail, but whatever. I like this comic book style intermission screen. Once again, Kami did a great job on that. And because I didn't meet the par time, I got a platinum medal. I did not get a tight area medal because I am a scrub. Anyway, that's no more panels to see there. No more unfinished panels to see there, so we're just gonna skip over that. If you guys have any questions or anything, do feel free to ask them. I am here. I can read. But so this is the second level of the game. This is a completely new environment with its own mechanics. So I mean, right away, this little introduction is kind of showing you those explosive barrels. So you know you can kind of see what those do in a nice sterile environment, and then right away you kind of have that lava pit just right at the door. And then these little nukage pits there, those are sealed up, but you know, it's kind of showing you like, hey, this is a dangerous place. And hopefully that you're in a brand new environment too. Now, I mean, most people are just kind of like, oh, it's another indoor area, blah blah blah. It's not really different, but oh well. Did the best we could on our tiny indie budget. I'm gonna try and keep this going with the sword. Boom. Boom. Keep that chain going by jibbing that thing. Let's see, can I get these over here? I think I can. Alright, so I'm going to save my finisher. Let's see here. See, no real good place to use this. See, in fact, I just died using it! See, that's... The game does have problems. Either that or I'm a scrub, one of the two. Just gonna get a reset there for no real reason. Funsies, I guess. It's always fun to jib a corpse. So this upcoming enemy up here, these are the Crushers. We gave them a counterattack, and that was done between the beta and the full release. And I think it's one of the changes that actually was really good, and I don't think it has any kind of real drawbacks. Well, I guess the one big... Oh, jeez. The one big drawback, though, was the lack of visual feedback. So it's like he slams the ground, and like it shakes the screen, but no kind of like visual shockwave, and I think that was confusing to some people. So I take it back. Whatever, it didn't work out. But okay, those almost never counterattack the sword, because when you get up close to them, they do their melee attack, and they're not going to. They're not going to stop that to do a counterattack. So it's very rare that that happens. Just have to have like the most unfortunate timing in the world. But we were trying to do something a little more interesting with those crushers, so they weren't just giant damage sponges. I was trying to get the reset there. Oh well. We didn't want them to just be like giant damage sponges, so... Yeah, we also kind of want you to think about what weapon you're going to use against them a little bit more. So I'm going to grab these secrets up here. Considering I've died once and it's already a level 2, probably going to need those lives. Nah, probably not, but... I like those shadows. That's something we did between the beta and full release, and I think it worked out. I think there were some issues with slowdown though, so no good deed goes unpunished. Oh, while I'm at it, you might notice that's differently colored and also not lit 100% properly. That's because it's a secret, so. It says Doom-style secrets in it. Oh well, try to keep my chain going. Oh, what the hell. I'm gonna blast something in the face with this in about 10 minutes. Oh no, wait, never mind. A couple things spawn here. Alright, there we go. Oh. Okay, so I think we've done everything we can down there. So let's head up here. So you can actually crouch those. I don't know if a lot of people know that. But that's one way to avoid those little seeker missiles. So that is part 1 of this level. Alright, so now let's go down the right corridor. So I went down like the yellow section, which lowered the yellow bars, and then this is the blue section, which lowers the blue bars. Don't know if a lot of people picked up on that, but we tried. We did notice some people getting lost after lowering both sets of bars, which is our fault. But you know, that's something. So the little cinematics, the little storyboard panels at the beginning, and it kind of between the levels, so as many of those little snags as we could, because we don't want people running around lost, not knowing where to go. It's not a very fun feeling, and it's not something we really wanted to have happen in this game, considering it's an action game. We want you to get from one bit of action to the next fairly quickly. Now, it is important to kind of change things up every now and then, but we wanted to do that in the form of bosses and also the little cinematics, the little storyboard panels at the beginning, and it kind of between the levels. So there's actually a secret down there. I'm going to go get that. Oops. Those sentries, they killed those barrels there. Could have been dangerous had I been standing too close. So, oops. Oh, what was shooting me? Ah, he needs to die. Thank you. Go be dead. So a lot of people, like, when they saw this, they were like, oh, how is this a secret? Well, if you went ham and blew up those barrels, then hey, then there's no way to get that, is there? So, if you were smart and didn't blow those up, you were rewarded with that little secret there. Now, is that the most secret thing in the world? No, but kind of gotta draw the line at some point. You know, we can't have something marked as like a 60% secret-ish. You know, it's like kind of when it crosses a little threshold, then it's kind of like, alright, we'll label this a secret. So I'm going to try and get me a nice big finisher here. Alright, good enough. There we go. So, I mean, that was a, the pistol shoots like a piercing shot, like a railgun kind of shot, so I was able to take down those two soldiers there that were on the platform. Okay, so there are no checkpoints because I'm playing on bullshit, so I'm a little bit nervous about doing this, but alright, cool. Strafe run for the win. So yeah, I know there's going to be a big crusher down there, so I'm going to save my finisher for that thing down there. That's a lot of where just kind of level familiarity comes into play. That's something like you're not really going to know and be familiar with if you've only played the game once. So I mean, the game really does get more enjoyable as you play it and become more familiar with it, but fortunately a lot of people do not want to do that with this game, so kind of unfortunate. And that's something that we are trying to address in Starfall. Of course, then again, that game doesn't have preset levels, so whatever. Okay, so I think I've gotten all the secrets. Have I missed anything? I did miss one. Where did I miss one? Oh yeah, I missed the big secret. So every level in this game after the first one has a big secret on it. So this was sealed by a set of blue bars, this teleporter. So when you hit the switch to lower the blue bars, you lower all of the blue bars on the levels. So if you're smart enough and you come back to this section, you get rewarded heavily. So most of the big secrets involve some kind of puzzle solving to some degree. Usually some kind of trick you gotta figure out. And then once you figure that out, then you're rewarded with a nice big awesome secret. So yeah, that's something that was kind of inspired by like a Zelda kind of things. Like I think it was what, A Link to the Past, whatever the Super Nintendo one was, where one of the dungeons there, it was like when you hit like a switch, like it alternated between like orange and blue pegs. So it's like when you raise the orange pegs, the blue pegs go down, and then when you raise the blue pegs, the orange pegs go down. So it was something kind of cool like that. And it was like, wanted to have like that kind of thing in this game. But again, platformers had nothing to do with the inspiration for this game. This game is only a Doom clone. Mega Man, Zelda, nothing else had anything to do with this game, so. Okay, so I've now killed everything on this level, so we can proceed to the exit. So It's Only Grim is asking, what is the inspiration behind the game's name? It was kind of a... First of all, we ended up having a couple of different names for this game early on in development, and then we actually settled on one, and then complex legal things happened, and we ended up changing it. But the first name for it was Strike. Kind of generic, but also kind of cool sounding. But that was not going to fly with not only Counter-Strike, but there was like a Wii game called like The Strike, and it was like a fishing game. And I know when I was in Best Buy one day and I saw that, I was just like, ah, shit. So we had to go. I knew we were gonna have to change the name after that. But after that, we switched to the name Last Bastion. I was kind of trying to look for something that was kind of heroic sounding, and kind of was a name that kind of spoke to kind of what you were in the game. You as Cain, you were kind of mankind's last hope, humanity's last bastion, but didn't quite roll off the tongue. There was a legal situation with another game with a similar name. You can probably guess what that is, but I'm not going to go into details of what happened there. But so we ended up dropping that and trying to search for something else. Kind of settled with Wrack. It was just kind of like a cool sounding name. It's kind of like a one-wordy, just kind of. It sounded cool. I love the just the way it sounded, and also like has some of like the double meaning of it. Like, oh, everyone, come check out my Wrack. Come play with my Wrack, everyone. So that was, because I'm 8 years old, that was very entertaining to me. But it was something kind of in the same vein as like Doom, Quake. Just kind of like a one-word, cool-sounding thing. Doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the game necessarily, but then again, Quake didn't either. So, hope that answers your question. I don't know if that's it's for Starfall. That might be. I haven't decided yet if that name is going to have any bearing on the story, if we end up even doing any kind of story at this point. So usually I could have like a chain of 60 right here, but oh well, we're not too worried about that. Oh, don't hurt me. I'm just trying to survive. This is still a fairly difficult game. So this is one of the harder secrets to get on this level. But basically, if you remember the secret from earlier, we had to jump on a barrel to get it. This is a little bit more complex version of that. So you got to use those barrels to jump up here. Then you strafe jump over there, jump over here, and boom. We got ourselves a max armor increase and some money, which does absolutely nothing in this game. That's for bragging rights and also the score attack leaderboards, but no one cares, so. At the end of the day, there is no utility to it. We were trying to have some more kind of outdoorsy areas in these levels. Managed to get this one in here. I think it ended up looking fairly decent. So. But yeah, all of these levels between the alpha and the beta got completely redone. Really had to make them far bigger and far more spacious. And it really paid off. I mean, it really made a big difference. When you're running around just kind of doing things, I don't think you pick up on little details necessarily, but when the room is like way bigger, that's something you definitely notice. I really like these sentries. They're kind of like an arcadey kind of element. They're something kind of similar to what you would see in like Galaga or something. It's kind of like those old-timey arcade games where it's like things are just kind of zip around in a little pattern. But those didn't seem to really resonate with anyone. Oh well. I like them. They're different. I mean, it's not really anything you see in any other kind of games. Like, I don't know that any games are like really have anything like those sentries. You just kind of like zip around in a little like sine wave pattern. Okay, so that's going to lower all the blue bars. Now, earlier in this section, there was a little secret that was hidden behind some blue bars, so we can go back and grab it. Boom. Oops. Oh, by hitting that switch, it spawned a couple enemies down here. And the reason for that is to kind of guide the player back to the start. Because if you just hit that switch and the bars at the beginning lower and then nothing else happens, you basically have to backtrack all the way back to the beginning of the section, and if there isn't anything along the way to kind of tip you off that, hey, you're doing the right thing, you're going to the right place, it can definitely feel like, am I going the right way? What's going on here? Okay, so that is the first section. And I always got to make a mental note to jump over here. We removed this from being a secret. So, you know, if you go to hit tab to see if you've gotten all the secrets, that one's not going to show up. So it's hard to tell if you've gotten all the secrets. Alright, I'm going to use these barrels to my advantage. Boom. What a delightfully bloody mess. It was very important that we got the different effects. Oh, here, I should say something about that section. Assume they don't die here! No, come on, no. Get away! We changed, like, between the alpha and the beta, we kind of got rid of basically all the mandatory platforming in this game. So we changed this section here to be, kind of have these little pits, where it's like you just kind of have to sidestep them and not fall in, rather than something you have to explicitly jump over. Because, you know, we were heavily toying with the idea of making this game, you know, like a first-person platformer, which it kind of is. I mean, it's kind of inspired by platformer games, but like the actual platforming mechanics, like we try to go away from those as much as we could. And the reason for that is because we felt like they kind of worked in the first person, especially the way we did things, but so many games have just completely botched platforming in first person in the past that it's just like, it just gives people, the idea of it just like gives people like PTSD. It's, you know, you mentioned like, oh, it's a first-person platform where everyone's like, oh my god, you know, Zan was horrible in Half-Life, and oh my god, this one Turok game this one time was really bad, and so like just the idea of it, just people curl up in a ball, and we did not want to do that. So basically, we tried to distance ourselves from that as much as possible. So we got rid of all of the mandatory platforming. Any kind of platforming that is still in the game, it's kind of for like extra stuff and secrets, which I'm about to show you one of them. Alright, let's see if we can keep this here chain going as long as we can. think that's all of them? Okay, cool. So I'm going to use this crawler here to get the secret. Little platforming, quote-unquote secret. Well, I'm just going to hang on to this for this little arena that we have coming up. This is one of the parts where the whole finisher and chain mechanics actually kind of worked out. Yeah, there's a nice place to kind of build a nice chain, and then a nice place to use it, so kind of nice. Ugh. I killed 5 of them. That's oh my god, I'm about to die, No. I think I might actually live. Wow. Okay, okay, they're dead, so I can get out of here now. Now, I know there's still a crawler out here somewhere. Gonna have to make sure to not get die in a horribly embarrassing fashion. Where'd it go? Because I know I didn't kill it because I had to hang on to the finisher. Well, this is scary. I don't know where it is. Well, it could have fallen down that shaft, maybe? Which is a little frightening. Okay, whatever. Ooh, okay, this is scary. I know there's bad guys up there. Don't die, don't die, don't die! Oh! Well, I died, so I'm going all the way back to the beginning, so, oh well. No more fun stuff, no more trying to be a cute hero. The good news is that all the secrets are already gotten, so shouldn't have to get them again, so that's nice. So it's not a total loss, and thanks to all my nice chains and everything, I do have 18 lives, so I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. So I guess I never picked that up. Oops. Yeah, I said I wouldn't go for any more chains, but maybe I can do a little bit better this time. Oh, I whiffed the body. Oh well. Oh my god, learn to play. Anyway. So that guy up there, that little seeker up there, he's a giant pain, so we're going to get rid of him first. Those sentries, like, they're not very, they don't have great mobility, but they do pump out a lot of shots, so they're pretty dangerous. I mean, that's kind of like their trade-off. They're trading high damage for mobility. Oops. Oh, ow, 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 ow. The knockback on that crawler attack knocked me into the nukage, so they got a little combo there. Whoa. See if we can use those barrels to our advantage. Don't know if he actually killed anyone with those. Oh well. Alright, so I'm gonna use the pulsar here because this is a bunch of enemies who are about to spawn out, and I don't care about my chain too much. Alright, cool. I think that is everything needed to be done. No. That was just entrails. That that wasn't a body I could use for a reset. Can I just say though, I am so proud of myself for trying to figure out, for working out, for making jibbing bodies actually like relevant to the gameplay. Like it has an actual effect on the gameplay instead of like just being for fun. It'd be even better if like the chains themselves were actually like good and useful, but whatever. Alright, so I'm gonna try and get through this as fast as I can so I can get to the boss so we can get on to level 4. Yeah. Oh, okay. I had full ammo, so I didn't. I thought I just missed it, but. No, I didn't get to him in time. Oh. So even though I already got the treasure out of the earlier secret, from the last time I played through this level, I still need to get the mega health out of it, so we're gonna go do that. Don't know if there's a really good place upcoming to actually use this finisher, but whatever. I built it. I'm gonna use it. Didn't even kill the barrels with it. Oh well. I was kind of far away, so I got an unreal combo there, which is what you get for a combo of 6. All of the little combo labels, after the first couple generic ones, they're all kind of references to classic shooters. So I think when you kill 5, it's serious. When you kill 6, it's unreal. When you kill 7, it's ultra violent, which is of course, a reference to Doom and its ultra violence skill setting. I think 4 is ludicrous. Shout out to Rise of the Triad. But then on the chain side, it's all comic book references, so it's yeah, things like Incredible for the Incredible Hulk, and Marvelous is the highest one for Marvel Comics. Amazing for the Amazing Spider-Man. That was an idea that actually came from Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which was another big influence on this game. Just kidding, only Doom was an influence on this game. Anyway. In case you can't tell, it does crack me up that, like, you know, when, like, I as a developer, like, tell people, like, yeah, you know, we were influenced by this and this and this, and people were like, no, you weren't. No, just Doom. It's just, okay, alright. If you say so. We're just gonna use that there. I'm not gonna try and get cute with it. And see, I already got that secret up there, so I don't have to worry about doing any kind of crawler jumps or anything like that. Alright, we are just going to get right down to business here. I didn't actually die here last time, but I took so much damage that I was basically done for after that, so let's get serious. Let's wipe them out. All of them. Yes, that was a prequels reference, so... Alright, after this little thing up here, we should be good. And these are basically the last few enemies until we get to the boss. Oops. Oh no. Oh no. So this crawler, you may have noticed that when I came up the right side there was no crawler there, but on this side there is, and there's a very specific reason for that. That's so you can jump up on him and jump into this little ledge here and go grab the secret. Now you could use that turbo sphere to go run across there. However, then you won't have enough time to get the big secret on the level. So. Which, oh my god, should I go for it? Should I go for the big secret? Oh my god. You know what, fine. For your entertainment dollar, I'm gonna go for the big secret. I could easily die and then go have to redo the entire level again, but hopefully... Oh my god, this is so risky. Oh, I did it! Okay, cool, cool. And then I gotta hurry up and get back. Okay, I made it. Phew. Phew! If I had flubbed that, I would have had to restart the entire level. Oh god, but thankfully everything worked out. So this is the boss. This is a Mechron. I think he's really cool, but you know, okay, so all the bosses in this game, they are kind of Mega Man inspired. They kind of have like, basically the way they're supposed to work is like the first time you get to them, like they just crush you. You're like, oh my god, this is impossible. How do I beat this thing? And then, you know, after a couple times, you kind of figure out, kind of start to see how they work. You kind of figure out their pattern. And then once you kind of have that pattern all figured out, then they're kind of like a piece of cake. Specifically that middle attack there, almost no one figures out. And the way this guy works, it's probably a little early in the game to kind of have like those kinds of unforgiving, like, well, if you don't know, then you're just gonna die, kinds of attacks. In a perfect world, he would probably be swapped with Nash, who is the next boss, who is honestly a lot easier than this guy, especially if you don't know how he works. So I had exactly enough ammo to kill him with the pulsar. But yeah, when that guy sits on the middle column, every time he fires his little volley of rockets, there's always going to be a gap there. And you could always hide the same place every time. I killed him so quick, I didn't have a chance to show you again, but... That's definitely one of the areas where we kind of screwed that up a little bit. Cool, so let's see here. I'm just the reason for that pause there, I'm just kind of looking at the chat, seeing if there's anything I want to respond to. The reason for the no clipping on the cheat menu for Cakewalk, basically like you're invulnerable, but if you like fall in a lava pit or something, you just gotta sit in that pit. Unable to die. It's like you can't like get out, so you have to be able to like no clip and fly to get out of there. It's actually funny, you know. It's like, I mean, we're trying to like make the game like literally as easy as possible, and then people still get stuck, and it's a shame. See, like, I feel like this would have been so cool with voice acting, because it's just like a big monologue from EXO. But when I initially came up with the idea for Gibbet, you know, basically working as like some kind of like R2D2 kind of thing, it was like I didn't go and like write the scene like immediately, because like it just popped to me just immediately. It seemed like such a perfect counterpart for EXO, who's very into robots, very against life, and you know, he kind of has this very unsatisfying pet that he's created. So anyway, so on to level 4. Yeah, let's just skip that. Oops, sorry, I bumped the microphone. Hope that didn't cause any ear sores or anything like that. Oops. Oh no, I I accidentally alt-tabbed out to fix something with my computer, but I'm actually gonna have to reload Wrack here. Just a second, guys. Sorry about that. Something about the streaming software and exiting the game. Something there. They didn't like each other. But let's load this back up. Okay, I'm a little delayed, but I'm looking at my phone, so hopefully this is, hopefully I don't have to go back into my streaming stuff and make this, manually. Start it back up. If I do, I do. Okay, cool. It looks like it's all back up. Alright. So this is now a completely new level. This is the recycling center. And as you can see, we're immediately introducing some new mechanics, like those supply crates, all along with the little traps that come in them. This little section here, where you can see behind the glass there, it's kind of previewing stuff to come. Yeah, it's kind of previewing those spike balls, so it's kind of a clever little introduction, I think, to this level and what you can kind of expect in the future. But these supply crates, these are another Mega Man inspired element. Yeah, basically in Mega Man, like every time you killed something, there was like a random chance of like something coming out of it. So I mean, sometimes it would be something that you really desperately needed, and it was like, oh, perfect, this is excellent. Or it would be something very bad, like some kind of additional enemy or something. So that's kind of where like our traps came from. Alright, no need to waste shotgun ammo on him. So this is one of my favorite sequences up here for basically getting a nice big chain and kind of having some good old finisher fun. This is one of the parts of the game where like that all really worked out well. Even though the finishers were kind of retrofitted to some degree. If we're being honest. Okay, so I'm going to start it with this guy here. And then we're just going to kind of ignore the crushers for right now. They're just going to kind of run around, be annoying. We just kind of have to avoid them, which is a mechanic I really like. It's not really a mechanic, but it just kind of worked out that way. It's not something you like explicitly design. Oh, I whiffed it. Oh, god damn it. Oh. Probably still maybe start something decent. Let's see, let's kill him. Get a reset there. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. When you shoot this thing, your chain keeps going like the entire time that's active. So if you can just it gives you some time to go kill like the bigger things and actually involve them in your chain. And if it's strong enough, like it'll pierce through things and then just keep going, but it's probably not going to one-hit these crushers, so that's why I kind of just shot it up in that corner there. If we designed the game from day one with that kind of thing in mind, maybe we would have made the levels a little bigger. Maybe we would have had some like just kind of random shafts that kind of just shoot this finisher down here in mind. But did the best we could. Still ended up getting a pretty decent chain out of that. What did I get? 29, so that's still pretty good. So there is a secret up there. We are going to get it. I probably should have mentioned I am going to be going for all the secrets, so yay. Should put plenty of additional pressure on me, so hopefully that's entertaining to watch. Me dying a lot, so only had a couple so far, so. So this game was recently speedrun at a charity event called Awesome Games Done Quick 2016. One of the things that the speedrunner did while playing it, and I can't believe like he actually did it live. So he like sometimes when you kill these crates, there's little traps in them. So he killed one of the crates. He got a trap. I actually think he killed like this one, got a trap, messed it up, killed that one, got another trap. I was able to jump off the trap up there and get the Doom Sphere. Let's see if... Ooh, I might... Okay, excellent, excellent. So, we're now going to have this this power-up for this mini-boss here, Zombo, who is really awesome. This is my personal favorite animated thing in the game. This is the first thing that our new animator animated. Yeah, he really did a great job on it. Fortunately, I killed him so quickly that didn't really get to see those great animations all that much. But there's really like a lot of nice touches on it. Some really nice technological things going on there. Alright, so I've got the guard sphere now, so I am fairly indestructible. Of course, this is about to wear off. So I want to go back to the other room here quickly because I want to explain something I'm about to do. So you might notice that gigantic treasure up there. That is the jackpot. Not quite as blinged out as I wanted, but anyway, that is worth a whole bunch of points. But the way you get that, oh, I just seen, I screwed this up. You were supposed to leave that crate alive and then jump from there over to the crate and then up there. We can still get it, it's just going to be a little more painful. But basically it's kind of a variation on the theme of like, leave crates and stuff intact and then jump on them to access things. I mean, earlier on level 2 and 3 there were a couple secrets where like, you were supposed to leave the barrels up. And then you jump on those. The crates are a little more enticing to shoot and break open because there's all kinds of goodies in there, so it's a little tougher to be disciplined and not shoot the crates, so. Yeah, we're on level 4 now, so we can go to the little tougher versions of the secrets. Things can escalate a little more. that hurt a lot. I'm in some trouble now. So those purple crates, every crate has like a, a color associated with it. Purple, blue, whatever. The blue ones have armor in them typically. The yellow ones have ammo. The red ones have life. See, that was a blue one that has armor in it. The purple ones are kind of a mystery one. They have the highest chance of like having a good thing in there, but they also have the highest chance of having a trap. So once again, there was that trade-off there. So let's see here. That jackpot is over there. I can jump over to here, and then I can use my air control to jump over here and then kind of nudge myself over. Here, let's see if I can do it. Okay, I got it. Phew. Yeah, if you didn't have any control of your movement in the air, you would not be able to do that at all. So this is a part that was inspired by one of the levels in Mega Man X6. Which I think might have been called the Recycling Center. I don't know, but it's the stage for Metal Shark Player. Good job, Japan. But it was it was a level that had kind of smashing walls and ceilings. And we want to do something kind of like that. So this is kind of introducing that mechanic in a fairly sterile environment. It's going to be a little tougher and later on. So those guys fire a triple shot, so I am not going to take out my sword and attack them. So if they hit me with 3 missiles to the face, that's going to be painful. I really like the textures here. This really turned out well. I really like these like barrier textures here. Then all of this, like this is all like I try to like go with like very diamond shapes for the architecture. Like this up here, and then those kind of slants there. It's different than what was seen in the previous level. Yeah, I mean, it's a subtle kind of thing, but whatever. I'll gotta do what I can. Hey, it's okay that all of Doom 1 used the exact same textures and architecture, but, if I don't radically change this every 2 levels, it's not enough, so... whatever. Alright, so let's go down here. Got some flashing, spinning danger lights, so that means that danger is coming up. I'm actually out of shotgun ammo, which is a little bit scary. But as you can tell by the screen shaking there, that we got some trash compacting going on up here. So this is that's the big secret. We're gonna have to get to that later. There's a trick to it. And you have to use one of the new mechanics that was introduced in this level, which, maybe that thing that I just shot right there. Not a new mechanic necessarily, but a new enemy. Something new to this level. Let's see, oh boy. I didn't have to duck that there, but whatever. We never actually had textures done for this kind of ceiling compactor. I was after them for a while, but unfortunately they never got done. Be careful, it's a trap! I recently saw the it's a tarp kind of meme version of that. It's pretty funny. That and it's a frap. And, it's a carp, so... Oh, internet, you are so silly. So it's kind of a mini version of what we had earlier. Where it's kind of a room like that, and then a bunch of enemies spawn into it. Ooh, see, okay, like, I mean, that was one of the purple crates with the good stuff in it, potentially, and we just got a mega health, so that is excellent. That time nothing tried to kill me right out of it, so that was excellent. But yeah, that triple shot guy, that is a new enemy to this level. Just kidding, it's just a recolor. That does nothing to... Once again, we didn't have Kickstarter, guys. It was not... Look at this game. Do you think this was cheap to produce? Do you think we were just trying to cut corners? Okay, so there are a bunch of... so I'm going to show you how to get that secret here. So normally you can't get down there again. And we've hit all the switches to lower the barriers, but if I use that kamikaze to get over there, then boom! So save state with 2 mega health, that is going to restore all of my health. So I am now fully, I think that's all the secrets, right? Yes. We're all good. Didn't miss anything. Oh my god! It was one of the kamikazes was still up there. Oh my god! Ah! Alright. If I really cared, I could go back and get the mega health from that secret again, but you know, let's see. Is that all of them? There's 4 more. I can do some math. I wonder if there's enemies from earlier that I missed somehow, because I don't see any more kamikazes. Okay, another mega health was in there, so I'm fully topped off. Okay, is that all of them? Excellent, it is. Didn't get through in time, but got everything else, so that is a platinum medal for me. Cool. All right, let's see here. Let's take a quick break. Let's look at the chat, see if there's anything. Let's see here. I don't remember the helper. I don't. Okay, so like Zarnell is saying like there's like a helper bot from one of the NES Mega Mans that would give you like ammo if you're at 1 pixel of health. Was that any of the NES ones? Because I don't remember that happening in any of them. Might have been something else. Yeah, Zombro. Yeah, Zombro gone too soon. Yeah, I had the Doom Sphere, so unfortunately he died fairly quickly. Okay, so Piece of Pie, he's mentioning, during one of the early access builds, I accidentally put something up that, did not have some of the, stuff we were planning for the future disabled. Not sure, I know I had a couple, so you could bind keys for a couple of the upcoming weapons up there. Might have been it. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, probably can't get too much into that. What I can say, which is probably okay to mention, and even then it's probably not okay because probably a lot of people will be upset by this. We are using some of the weapons that were actually modeled and in some cases modeled and textured for Starfall. So a couple of the weapons that you do see on the Kickstarter page, specifically the Magnetar and the minigun, those were actually made for Wrack Episode 2. And even though the Kickstarter did fail for Starfall, not officially, but I mean, come on, let's be real here. We are still looking at getting that done for you in some capacity. We're probably gonna have to not, you know, probably everything that was mentioned in the stretch goals. I mean, obviously not going to happen. But we'll still try and make that happen. So hopefully those weapons will still see the light of day, and you'll get to check them out and play them. Unfortunately, those are Tier 2 weapons, and we're kind of focusing on the Tier 1 weapons in the beginning. So probably won't get to see those in action for some time, but hopefully in the future. Let's see here. Yeah, Mega Man X6. That was not that was not the best of the Mega Man X games. Probably better than X7, but there were good elements of 6. Some of the music tracks were really good. Especially the Blaze Heatniks. That level had extremely cool music. But ultimately, it was just like way too hard and weird. And they brought back Zero. Why did they bring back Zero? He should have been dead. He was poor. He should have stayed dead. Oh my god. Zero should have been dead forever. But yeah, there were a lot of problems with that game. So hey, even when you have big companies behind these things and tons of money, things still don't go perfectly. So yeah, even though Wrack does have its share of problems, I'm still proud of how it turned out and everything. I still think I think that most of the people. Pretty much everything that was done for this, I feel like they, for the most part, did a great job. A couple things, still really stick in my side, but I think it's sticking other sides as well. But yeah, I am proud of how this turned out. So. Yeah, I suspect X. Japan, I feel like they rush games just period. Like, here in America, for whatever reason, like, we like to take our sweet time. Look at how long they spent making Doom, how long they spent making, Rage. It's just, it's kind of crazy. Real quick, I want to say, like, this level, the way this works, that is the easy shaft, and that is the hard shaft. So, when you play this level on easy and medium, those little insta-kill spike balls are over here. So basically that's the way you're intended to go. And then when you play it on hard, the easy shaft is sealed up. You're supposed to go down there. You can jump over those and go down the easy shaft if you want, but you're risking your life because if you graze one of those insta-kill spikes, which is totally Doom inspired, right? You die. So there's some risk to you trying to cheese it out and go down that easy shaft. So we're gonna go down the hard shaft. So earlier in the first part of this level, we introduced conveyor belts and smashing walls and ceilings independently, and now they're all going at the same time. So things escalate heavily in the second level. We're also introducing these spike balls finally. So things really escalate quickly. This is one of my personal favorite sequences of the game. This is like the obstacle course section. And it's like a really just totally different form of gameplay than what you've been seeing. I do think it's very important to change up the nature of the game and the gameplay every now and then. Just so like things don't get stale, just so like you're not doing the same thing over and over again. I think having this little obstacle course section is a great way to pull that off. Okay, so if you hit this switch, you might be like, oh my god, this did nothing, what did it do? But then you may have noticed that earlier there was a jackpot that was all sealed up, and there's no way to get to it. Well, if you put 2 and 2 together, you might realize that switch there probably lowered those bars, so you have to go back through the obstacle course again, like a salmon, swimming upstream. So you gotta go all the way back, get this thing, and then brave the dangers of the obstacle course again. By the way, considering that the big secret on this level is very difficult to get, you may be seeing me go through this obstacle course a multitude of times. So just buckle in, folks. Yeah, when I put the big secret in for this level, I was just like, Brad, you bastard, you. I think I tweeted something out at that point, like I was like channeling my inner Edmund McMillan, so. But I love it, like it completely fits the theme of the level, it completely fits the theme of the game. I'm very proud of it. It's just really, really mean. Okay, so I think I've done everything I need, so I'm gonna flip that switch and stop that smashing ceiling, and also close the door and open the door to proceed. I don't know if that switch had any kind of cinematic attached to it, but I am skipping all those just because I know where I'm going. And I don't think seeing a cutaway is too interesting to you guys, the streaming audience, so... This is a part where I had to put in some more fodder enemies, like these little troopers, just so there'd be enough things to keep your chain going. Just so you could have some hope of getting something decent going on here. And I have plenty of health, so I'm going to go for this aggressively. Let's see, I think I can kill these two. Alright, let's line this up. Yay, all that worked so I could kill 2 enemies in one shot. Good job, me. Good job, game designer. That's a good payoff. Anyway. Oh yeah, we tried to do some things in this game. This is actually a funny glitch. I don't think it's ever registering that it's like hitting the... I think it thinks it's hitting a wall, and those things only, you know, kind of go into their crumple animation and stop the smoke when they hit the ground. And I don't think it thinks it's hitting the ground, so that just kind of sits there, falling forever. Or it thinks it's still falling, but whatever. Not exactly game breaking or anything. This is one of the few mandatory platforming parts of the game, but this is level 5, so I assume you know how to jump by now and do basic things. I really like the lighting there. What, did I not kill all of them? God, die. So when I do end up going for the big secret, it's down there, and you'll see, it's fun. And by fun, I mean it's raw, unbridled AIDS. So, all right, I gotta make sure I keep my health high because that is important if we're going after that secret. Ow! Don't hurt me! No! Ow! Yeah, in addition to falling in the lava in the big secret, one of the ways you can die is just plain by running out of life, by not having enough health going into it. So we're going to try and avoid that the best we can. Oh yeah, I've now unlocked this, which means I can go get to the start of it now. Whoops, anyway. Oh, this is already boding well. If I can't make that easy jump. Okay, so the way this works is you grab this guard sphere here, and then that shields you so that you you can jump across all the spikes without dying. I'm not sure if I need any bonus health. Okay, let's hope we have enough. Alright, here we go, here we go. So I gotta jump across all those. I did it! Yes! Yes! Oh, phew! Oh, wow. I thought I was gonna die like at least 3 times there. Oh my god, don't. Do not run the wrong way and just go face first in the lava. Oh, that would be so bad. Okay, so hopefully I can kill all these things quickly and then get to the boss with this Doom Sphere. and then wipe him out quickly too. So this is Nash. I really like his design. The texturing never quite worked out. Looking to have some variation of him and Starfall just because, like, I think his design kind of works, and kind of his kit, if I could borrow something from MOBAs, kind of works well for being a tower defense boss. You know, he kind of spins around, bounces off things, and if you set up towers and barricades, he'll kind of bounce off of those. So it kind of works well for a tower defense kind of thing. So cool. We are up through level 5, so we have 4 levels left. I do love the fangs, yeah. I'm looking to have him redesigned a little bit. Like, he's probably not, like, nothing's really, like, techy in terms of the enemies in this next game. So it might kind of re-envision him in kind of fleshy form. We'll see, we'll see. This is probably my favorite storyboard in the game. Unfortunately, the art didn't do it too much justice, but just the whole line about "they killed my hair," and then Kane just being like, "I hate you," like, just it's my favorite thing ever. I so wish the art did this justice, but oh well. Oh well, anyway. And you know, yeah, I like this. You know, it was a nice way to kind of work the whole secret level thing into the plots, and you know, kind of have there be like a real reason that you're going there. So earlier in the game's development, for those who don't know, and we'll just leave it at that. For those who don't know, the person who did the music for this game was Bobby Prince, the guy who did the music and sound for Doom, and he gave a lot of ideas for you know, just kind of along the development process for, you know, things that he might like to see in the game. One of the things that he suggested, which we never really acted on, but it was kind of cool, and might have liked to have seen it, but so like Starling gets captured in this on this level. Basically, he was saying it would be kind of cool if you know, she had more of a presence like early on, like, you know, you kind of like heard her voice, and you know, kind of things like remind her that, you know, she's there, she is a, you know, living, breathing thing. And, you know, if you don't go and rescue her, then, you know, that kind of voice is just gone. And, you know, like, the game just kind of feels, like, way more empty if you don't go and rescue her. And, like, I think that would have been a really cool thing. But, you know, wasn't something we were able to pull off, unfortunately, with our budget. I had to miss the opportunity for a fairly sizable chain. The bazooka, which I absolutely love the redesign of it. But it's one of the best weapons for getting chains. Any kind of thing that's slow but will kill when it hits is generally really good. The shotgun, the hyperblade, the bazooka generally are best options. Like, that, to me, that's like so satisfying. Just shooting in the middle of a pile of sentries and just watching all the scrap fly everywhere. I really wanted to have like just like a cool visual of the rocket being reloaded, and that's something that I've wanted ever since I wanted to do my own game. You know, like way back in the Doom days, but I just thought it'd be like a really cool visual, you just firing your rocket launcher and then just like shoving a rocket in there. This isn't quite that, but it's still pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, this is you kind of like gently placing a rocket, you know, the long way, or you know, kind of the flat way in, whereas, you know, kind of just like shoving it in. You know, kind of getting your full forearm behind it and just kind of shoving it in there. But it'll do. It's always bothered me that he slanted those rockets like that, and like they're not even oriented properly. Like this one is facing that way, and this one's facing that way. Like why? Why? What? Anyway, minor gripes. Minor gripes. But I feel like the design of the bazooka is interesting. Like okay, like those guys, if they get hit by the rocket, they are going to die. Like the splash and the rocket will kill them. But if you can hit the others with splash damage, then you're setting them up to die to a second bit of splash damage, or just take out another weapon and shoot them, and then they'll die. So you can kind of keep your chain going that way. I like this. This is a nice little variation of you popping out, and then there's monsters. Instead of them being in front of you, they're behind you, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, we can get a mini chain going on here. But yeah, those are the rail gunners. They're dicks. We don't like them. It's gonna be especially hard for me now because I can't like hear them right now because of the streaming. So I really can't hear their warm up. Oh, I didn't kill them. Oh. I'm gonna show you guys my my serious combo, but oh well. So this is the big secret here, which we can't unlock right now. But if we figure out eventually how to unlock a yellow force field, maybe we'll figure that out. Well, I thought I was gonna whiff him. No, no, don't kill me! No, 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 no! No, I missed. Oh well. Well, that chain's over. Oh, like, look at that! Look at how cool that is! Like to jib that like that. Like, like it's things like that where like I don't understand like why people like want to hate this game. Like I would think you like would see something like that and then it'd be like, okay, that's pretty cool, so I can forgive like this minor issue with the game, that minor issue with the game, blah blah. But it's like, no. Oops. I know there's enemies over there. I'm trying to shoot over there. No, whatever. Oh yeah, I think I did end up killing one of them. So okay, I think everything's okay. Cool. Threats have been alleviated. So the way you access the secret level here is that there are 3 hidden switches that you have to find, and they each unlock one of 3 different force fields, which seal the secret level entrance, which are at the end of the level. But there's one in each section, so that one I just flipped. That was the one for this section. Oops. Oh, okay. I thought everything was dead around here, but no, I was wrong. Okay, so we're going to go get that eventually. Not just yet. There's a mega health, and you usually want to wait to get that until your base health is at its maximum. That is because once you're past your base health, like med kits and stuff won't add your health, so I want to delay that as long as possible. Alright, well, my base health isn't totally filled up, but whatever, it's good enough. Whee! Okay, so that is the first section. And the design of the section was nice enough to loop me around and drop me right back off at the beginning, so don't have to do any serious backtracking to go on to the second section. But this is kind of supposed to be the marathon level of the game. It's kind of a common trope, you know, you usually have like one level that's like plenty longer than the other. But you know, this level has 3 sections. One of the things that we talked about on the podcast that I do on game design, called the Game Design Podcast, but when we were talking about this episode, kind of agreed that that was a big mistake. You know, that's something that the guest brought up. You know, he was just he would say, like, you know, when he'd play this level, it'd be like section 1 of 3 complete, and he'd just be like, you know, I thought people like wanted long levels, but that's something I was definitely wrong on. And it would have helped us from a marketing standpoint too, to break levels up into smaller pieces, because then we could have been like, hey, it has 40 levels, isn't that amazing? When it could have the exact same amount of content and playtime it does now, but you know, if you chunk it up a little bit, first of all, it's a little bit easier to digest, and then you know, you can say like, hey, the game has more levels, so it's a little more marketable that way. So this is the hidden switch for this section. But you might notice a force field there, but there's not one there. Ooh, interesting. So maybe we can get to that somehow. Oh, actually, no, I'm gonna take care of these guys in a safe fashion. I missed. No. All right, there's still one running up there. All right, I think that's all of them. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, so I'm going to jump down there, do this, and boom. But I forgot to grab that up there, but there's a little hidden treasure there. This is another one of those secrets where people are like, oh, that's not a secret, how dare you label that a secret? But then a lot of people will miss it, so. You know, that's like one of those where it's not like, it's okay, maybe it's not like 100% a secret, but, you know. Your definition of what crosses the is it a secret threshold may be a little different than mine. We're trying to be a little bit liberal with that. Okay, now that we've taken care of everything else, we can take care of him. So, I mean, this is another one of those situations where it's like you're sealed in, and that he's just kind of like there. And if you target him first, then you have like all the other guys shooting at you. And that's probably not what you want. So you kind of have to go kill everything else while that guy's running around being a threat to you. So I'm trying to create a lot of tension there in the gameplay, and I think that pulls it off. This is another one of my favorite little sequences here. So you can see there's a force field here above some lava. Some force fields up there. Oops, ah. Monsters I forgot about. But basically if you hit the switch, it's going to deactivate all of these red force fields. And boom. He will fall to his death, so. Alright, when we go through here, gonna be a lot of bad stuff waiting for us, so we're just gonna kill them all right away. This is kind of the point in the game where it's like chains and finishers become almost impossible, so. Not going to focus on those too heavily. Of course, right as I say that, I start really trying to focus on one. Ugh. These kamikazes are a-holes. Oh my god, like I wasn't even trying to shoot him with the shotgun, but couple little hit scans grazed him, and that led to his counterattack that I was not ready for. So I ate some big damage there. I really like the fact that we changed his design. That counterattack on him really helped him out a bunch. Made that enemy a ton more interesting. So you can actually jump off of the jump pads and jump up way higher than normal. Let's see, without the jumping, without me holding the jump button, I just kind of go up there. But if I really propel myself up there, I can go up. And I know like there's some kind of visual. Yeah, okay. So you can see the armor right there. So that's kind of giving you a clue that hey, there's something up there. So we're going to jump up there and boom. Got us some armor, good bit of treasure. Okay, so I came through the top, so I'm going to exit through the bottom. This is a part where we try to make this level a little bit non... What the hell killed me? I have no sound cues, so maybe it was a kamikaze I missed. Anyway, this is a section where we try to make it non-linear. You can either start by going to the bottom or the top, and it kind of works out either way. Really just ended up with confusing a lot of people, so not sure it paid off. Let's take a look at the chat real quick. Oops, sorry. Let's see here. Yeah, the music for this level is very cool. That's when I was starting to put together the Kickstarter page, which uses some Wrack music. I was just listening to this track, basically on repeat for a while. It's just really good. Okay, so we're all the way back at the beginning because I'm a dumbass. Yeah, probably because I went for that, had to try and go for a cool finisher and combo that one time, and then, you know, it probably did not help things out. But I'm gonna go for a nice big chain here. So you can, like, kill all those... God damn it, I didn't get a reset. Oh well. But you can kill everything up here, and then you can kind of come over here, kill these guys, and then you can kill some of the kamikazes that you left behind. Then you can kill these guys. Then you come over here, kill these guys. Then you can kill them. Oops. Messed that up. But I mean, basically you can get about a good 30 or 40 or so before it runs out. And, like, really at the beginning, like, that's kind of your best shot to get a decent chain. Oh, you dicks. Ugh. I think they're perfectly fair, but not necessarily when you can't hear them. It's not a problem with the design. It's just I'm trying to stream the game, so bit of a unique circumstance. Let's see. I thought I left some health behind, but whatever. Hey, for anyone who says, like, these levels are repetitive, like, you don't see that trick used anywhere else, like, where the... Yeah, oh my god, it's a trap. It's like we kind of have, like, a central motif of each of these levels. So, like, for this one, it's force fields. So, you know, we take that kind of central idea, and then it's like we try and do as much as we possibly can with it. So, you know, so you're going to have them sealed behind doors there, or we have little traps like the one we had before. There's puzzles where it's like you're trying to turn off the force fields and that kind of thing. So it's, you know... Oh, and there's also like the jump pads too. That's like another big central thing here. And then like the other motifs of the other levels, like we're just not doing them anymore because like those were unique to those levels. Like we're we're in a new place now. We have our own ideas. We have our own things that we're doing. So, you know, no more conveyor belts, no more crushing walls or anything like that. Yeah, we're seeing the same enemies that we had from before, but those just kind of like get added to the pool of different enemies you can have. If I was a better shot, that rocket would have cleared all those crawlers and then hit that railgunner directly, and then it would have killed everything, but fortunately I hit the crawler. There we go, that time I got 5. There's my serious combo. I do really love the kill chain and combo graphics. I really feel like those came out extremely well. That and the HUD. Kami did such an outstanding job. Oh my god! Who designed this level? What the hell? See, it's funny because it's me, but anyway. See, if I had more balls and got out there and shot rockets a little faster, I'd be able to chain all of those, but that's okay. So I'm kind of using that guy as like a bit of a minesweeper. So I'm kind of shooting him to trigger his counterattack, and then I'm like totally safe from it. So he's just gonna pound the ground and kill everything around him, which is going to be enemies. So using that robot's idiocy to our own advantage, which is good. Alright, I think we're all good on things right now. Those guys can't do much about the sword. Got all the goodies from that secret already. I knew there was a guy there waiting for me. Level of familiarity, it pays off. Didn't even kill him. Yeah, it was only a level 1. Alright, let's go. Grab the mega health. So I'm up to what, 3 deaths? Not too bad so far. Not quite the dream, but pretty good. Okay, I'm just trying to get a reset there. Oh my god. Oh, what the hell? Oh. Alright, screw it. Screw the chain. It's kind of hard to pull those off and bullshit. So one thing about kind of the level design. So this is the first map that introduces the bazooka, which is really good if you're fighting against like a cluster of enemies that are kind of off in the distance. So it's kind of like your first kind of like really good distance weapon, other than the pistol, but that's kind of only good against single targets. But because of that, because like you have a weapon that actually works in like these kinds of long range situations, now the level can actually these levels can actually open up and be more spacious and bigger. We can have big rooms with enemies that are kind of far across them. So you know, it's kind of one of those situations where the level design is kind of dictated by, say, why are you counterattacking? I have the sword. Bad luck. So it's one of those situations where you know, kind of the level design is dictated by the tools you have at your disposal. Oh no, I'm out of ammo, no! Oh my god, oh that hurts so much. Oh, I gotta go find health. God, they're assholes, seriously! I don't like you! Where are they? What the... Oh, I think only one of them hit me, so... Yeah, I think they were blocked by a couple of crawlers there. Body blocks, they're in this game. Yeah, but the crawlers had not been activated, so they were just kind of sitting there. And as a result of that, they were blocking the railgunners, so... You know what? Die. Die. What? Why aren't you... Okay, there we go. So last time I went in through the top, this time let's go in through the bottom. The rarely seen holstering animation. Yeah, if you try and fire without any ammo, you will holster it. Whereas normally you can just switch if you hit the button manually. But it's trying to penalize you for being a scrub and trying to fire a weapon you don't have ammo for. So this is the force field maze here. I did try pretty hard. I racked my brain for a while trying to figure out a way to make this a little more complicated. I had a couple candidates, but at the end of the day, it was an action game, and I didn't want to make this too incredibly complicated. But it is something different to kind of mix up the gameplay. Again, you know, kind of like with the obstacle course. Yeah, it's kind of a way to kind of spruce things up, spice things up. I don't think I hit him there. Oh well. See, the sword is great against those guys, not so great against those guys. Okay, so... found our big central switch that we're after. Ah. So if you remember before, what we wanted to have was the yellow force fields down. If I do this, the yellow force fields go back up and I can get out, but we want to get out while having the yellow force fields down. So let's see if we can find a different switch which will get us out of here. Spoiler, it's that one. So this will not only get us the extra life secret, but we're also going to get out of there with the yellow force fields deactivated. Which means we can go get that big secret. So again, it's like the big secrets, they're... not only do they require a little bit of thought to figure out, but they're also all... they take the level mechanics into account. So they're a little more unique to the level that they appear on. Which I think is good. That's cohesion. That's a good design principle. All right, we're going to, if I can time this right. Yikes. All right, cool. Actually, got some value out of that finisher. Let's see, any other assholes waiting for me up there? I think that's all of them. I think it's just these guys up here. So, okay, just one real quick note about this level. So if you come from the bottom, the top switch is the one you flip to advance. If you come from the top, the bottom switch is what you want to flip to advance. But a lot of people, like, they see, like, that switch there, and they'll be like, oh my god, how do I go get that switch? How do I do that? And it's one of those parts where you try to do something creative, and you try and make the level a little bit non-linear, and then it just, like, creates confusion, and that kind of sucks. Oh, I guess I actually have to go flip the switch. There we go. Now we can proceed. Oops. I really like the no ammo warning stuff that comes up. So there's a little bit of a story behind that. So when we put the when I put the little, like, danger stuff in, no, I take it back. When I put the little indicator for reset in, I think that was the first one. You know, we had like a little, you know, it's like a little message that comes up on the upper left above the, you know, your chain display. And it was kind of like, okay, that's pretty cool. Like, maybe there's some other little messages that we can have pop up there. So we got one for danger, you know, which comes up when you're almost out of health. But then we put up the low ammo one on the right, which I think is a really nice little touch. And then finally there's a little display for when the blast guard goes into effect, which is something we'll be seeing soon. Yeah, that is the blast guard is the big payoff for going to the secret level, which I think is a really cool thing. It's really unique to this game. Yeah, it's a little bit Mega Man inspired. You know, it's kind of like assembling pieces of, like, I don't know, the Falcon armor or whatever. Just kidding, this game was only inspired by Doom. Just kidding, just Doom. Okay, so I've now flipped 2 of the 3 switches. Completed both of the main sections. There's still the finale section coming up. Oh, but real quick, let's go get our big secret. Ooh, there's some ammo up there that I need. Really need that rocket ammo. Cool. So I'm going to fight through the entirety of the finale section, and then I'm going to go to the secret level. No, I missed. Ugh. So it's helpful to wait for them to shoot and then shoot at them, because they're kind of locked. What the hell? How did I miss? God, stop being such a scrub! But when they start to shoot, they're kind of locked in place, so they cannot squirm around the rocket. So you might notice that there is no crate up here, but there is one up there. That crate was covering up that switch, so if you were observant, you may have noticed that. And that is going to lower the third of the force fields. So you can see there's like 3 little kind of force field shafts here. We had lowered the first 2, but then the third one was still up, but hitting that switch lowered the third and final one, so I could go to the secret level right now, but not going to do that just yet. Not going to deprive you guys of the finale. I'm putting myself in a really bad spot here because I missed my bazooka shot on those kamikazes, and I just ate a lovely railgun shot from them. And then took another kamikaze to the face. So hopefully, maybe that's something good? No. Damn it. Did I kill him? No. Pistol works really good on them too. The pistol is great for any kind of single target that's far away. It's a design principle we're trying to keep for Starfall as well, where it's kind of like every weapon has some kind of fairly specific use. Which I think is a good way to do things. You know, if you can have a very clear role outlined for something, I think you're going to be able to design it a lot better. What's the old adage? Form must follow function. Let's see, are there any more medkits I can go pick up? Because thanks to me being such a scrub, I am bleeding quite a bit. Let's see, was there health in this secret? No. Oops. Let's see, maybe in that section. I'll have to go all the way down there, but whatever. Any health, any health, any health. Come on, come on, come on. Whoever designed this level sure is a stingy asshole. Again, that's me. Okay, here's where I'm nervous. Like, if I die in this finale section, like, this entire level is just going to start completely over. Wouldn't that be great? Okay, whatever. We're just gonna have to play careful. We're just gonna have to not die. Anything up here? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Alright. Okie dokie. Well, wish me luck, guys. If there is a god, may he have mercy on my soul. So what the hell? Okay, this is already off to a good start. Any other dickheads up here waiting for me? All right. You know, I'm gonna have to cheese this out. By the way, just I don't have a choice. Like when the big guys start coming, like I'm just not gonna be able to hide it from them all. All right. Oh well, I had to anyway. Oh, we can listen to this fine music while I pistol everything to death. Hacks! Sorry guys, I will fix this in a patch right after this. I'll patch this dumb shit out. No, I won't. I will run out of ammo at some point, so this will probably won't be able to cheese this out forever. Hey. So, who's got some good stories? What did you guys think of Batman v Superman? Huh? Let's chat about that a little. I did see it. I enjoyed it, but I mean, it certainly did have its share of problems, which are well documented. Let's see, how many enemies are left? Oh, there's only 2 left. Okay, maybe Oh, but you know what? I think they're just sitting on spawners that are blocked off. So yeah, okay. See, now there's 3 enemies that are left. Ooh, that was probably excellent. Because that guy probably just killed any, yeah, if there were any kamikazes or anything running around, that guy probably just killed them, so that's excellent. Alright, running out of pistol ammo. What is left up there? Okay, okay, cool, that's the last enemy, so we're all good. Oh, phew. Oh god! Oh god! That was almost terrifying. Oh my god! I mean, these guys packed such a punch. I think on this difficulty they do 99 points of damage if they hit raw, like you don't have any armor or anything. Alright, as you can see, that's the end of the level, but we're not taking the regular exit, we're taking the secret exit, so... Got all the secrets, got everything, so... Alright, and away we go! Whee! Okay, so this is the secret level. Which allowed us to find a home for this particular music track. Anyway. This used to be the music for just regular level 6, but once we got something a little more fun for that, I was like, yeah, you know, maybe that track with all the strings and everything, maybe that'll work better for down here. Yeah, this one has a big secret that's a bit of a bitch on it. I'm gonna try and get it, but it's one of the tougher ones because you gotta have a lot of life. Really need that. See, again, going back to what I mentioned earlier. So those are a lot of big open rooms, a lot of big ledges with a bunch of enemies on it, and we're able to do that this late in the game because of the bazooka. Because it's like you actually have a weapon that can handle those situations. And it's like if you didn't have a weapon that could really adequately deal with a situation you were put in, like it doesn't feel fun. It feels like you know, you're having to cut down a tree with a toothbrush or something like that. It's like, yeah, you could get the job done, you know, in the next 1,000 years, but sure would be nice to have an axe or something, right? Alright, cool. We killed that railgunner before he blasted me in the face. Time that right to kill all 3 of them. Oops. Oh. So you can stun one of them at a time, but if both of them start blasting you, then count your lucky stars. I do like this hallway here. I mean, this is like putting like a whole bunch of, you know, kind of melee, kind of big guys that are kind of hard to deal with in this kind of narrow corridor. So it's creating a lot of tension. And, you know, it's really making these guys, putting these guys in a situation where they're not pushovers. So I think it's utilizing those enemies well. Ow. See, you can't stun them out of it if you're not close enough because they don't absorb Okay, so like the shotgun, it's like a multi-hit weapon. You know, it's when you shoot it, it's like 20 or something little pellets that come out. If they take if they get hit like, I don't know, 12 times, let's say, while they're warming up there, they will get stunned out of their attack. So if you're not close enough, you end up not hitting them with enough of the pellets, and then they don't get stunned, and their shot goes off. Okay, so I'm going to try and save some of this health and stuff for later. So, because you have to come back to this to get the big secret. And you also have to do this entire sequence here without picking up this Doom Sphere. So, really adds some challenge to it. Okay, I'm going to... Okay, so I think the way this works is, let's see, how did I do this? I think it's like once you kill all the enemies in a section, the next force field goes down and then the next come through. Or maybe it's on a timer. I forget exactly how this works. Okay, no, it's the first one. But so, you know, again, I mean, this is kind of trying to, you know, it's using, it's, oh boy, oh god. It's putting the force field motif to more use. Okay, so when I kill this guy, the next one is going to go down. Yeah, the way this used to work is, the reason I was confused is because it used to just be like one went down, and then the other went down, and then the other went down. So like, if you didn't kill everything like super quickly, like you would get ganged up on real fast. But changed it so so that the you have to kill everything in one group before the next force field goes down. Now, is everything dead? I'm not totally sure. Okay, it is. Phew. Phew. Alright, I got some more max health, so... My health and armor pool has been slowly climbing throughout the game. That's not something we communicate very well, but it is one of those Mega Man inspired things. Okay, so this is the blast guard. This is a very cool little thing. It lets you rocket jump safely. Like I believe you take 1/8 of the damage you normally would. So a rocket that would normally do 200 points of damage to you only does 25. So it is a very nifty little item. We were gonna have a little illustration there of the blast guard, but deemed it not important, and we didn't get it done in the end. So that's okay. Ultimately, it really has no impact on the game, but oh, you know, I always do that. I forget that secret is there, and then I have to use 2 rockets to get it instead of 1. Oh my god! Did I say 2? I meant 3. 3 rockets getting out of there. So yeah, now this force field is down, so now we can actually exit this top area. Go back to the beginning. This is a part where I had to do some work to make sure that people could get all the way through, or not get all the way through, but knew where to go. We're about to see a couple examples of it. I had kind of hoped that if you had the exploration skills necessary to find a secret level, that, you know, maybe you didn't need so many breadcrumbs to get you to the next place you're supposed to. Oh, that is excellent. Got that hyper armor. But unfortunately, it did end up having to be the case. So here's one of the first breadcrumbs. You come down here, and then there's enemies down there. And there's another breadcrumb. There's that guy up there who's there for no reason. But there's a couple little more indicators. There is that sentry, which just kind of flies there. And then we kind of made that like purple arrow right there, kind of triangle, kind of pointing up there. There's also this arrow here, so we try to do a lot. Fortunately, people still oftentimes did not find where they were supposed to go. So unfortunately, I did just cut through a lot of my armor because I needed 2 shots to get up there. But that's okay. I think we'll still be alright. Alrighty. So these are the secrets that we saw earlier but couldn't actually access because we didn't have the blast guard yet. We could have gotten to them, but probably would have died in the process. So, alright, let's go. Now, I'm going to leave this mega health here for when we go after the big secret. Should I get this now? Yeah, what the hell? That works. Alright, big ledge over there with clumped up enemies. That is perfect for the bazooka. Oops. Kind of didn't mean to hit that sentry with that rocket, but oh god! Oh my! Stop! Ugh! Okay, if I can't get any more health, I am in some deep trouble. In fact, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. There's a big stash of health where you get the blast guard, so I'm going to go grab some of it. Oof. I cut through so much of that before that. I don't like having to pick all that stuff up, but whatever, I have to at this point. Alright. So definitely leaving that there. Okay, let's see, hopefully we can get that. Oh! I fucked that up. Anyway, alright. You know what, start over again, Alright, fine. I think this is definitely the toughest level in the game to 100%. And you know what, it should be. It's a secret level. With the exception of possibly the final level. But what happened there is, like, you can rocket jump a little higher if you shoot the rocket first and then jump. And I just mistimed that a little bit. I am a tad rusty at this game. But I'm gonna try and get all the secrets. I'm gonna try. So yeah, I know there's a couple guys down there. There we go. I just used the bazooka splash damage to take care of them. Oh, what? I didn't think my chain ended, but oh well, whatever. One thing that is really cool in Starfall that we're doing is that if you jib an enemy, you have extra time to get your next kill to keep your, in that game, kill streak going. So a little bit of extra incentive to actually go jib enemies. Although in that game it is called overkill. So it's like jibbing enemies has like an official term. It is an overkill. Which I think is super badass. Oh, you know what? I still have the blast guard, so I can actually go grab some of these things. The blast guard does stay in your inventory. You know what? I don't think I've ever done this before, but I'll probably do a little bit of hacking here. That's not what I was talking about, but that was I kind of like that. I don't think I've ever done that before. Getting out onto this ledge from up there. But you know, let's try and do like this whole section and then go back, and then grab the Doom Sphere and then power away up to the big secret here. Ow! Oh yeah, that's right. That's a railgunner. I gotta take care of him. All right, I think he's dead now. Cool. All right. So now you just kind of stay back and use the pistol and take care of those jerks. Cool. All right. All right. Should I try going for that again? Okay, got it. Cool. Yay! And that time I did jump before shooting, so didn't get absolutely optimal rocket jump height, but it was enough to get up there. All right. So as you're about to see shortly, this is where the that is where the big secret is. So once I once I flip that switch, that force field is going to go away. I'm not sure I should have picked that up. Should have saved that. But that force field is going to go away. I can't rocket jump up there because I don't have enough. A rocket jump from here isn't going to get me high enough. So I need a little extra oomph, and that is going to come in the form of the. That is going to come from the Doom Sphere. Okay, so. Oh, I forgot about. Oh my god, I did not want to pick that up. Oh, I did not want to pick that up. Oh boy. Well. I'm just gonna have to hang on to as much health as I possibly can, so. Yeah, so at 400 or with quad damage and the blast guard, each rocket jump I do is going to do 100 points of damage. Because a rocket normally does 200, but you divide that by 8, and that's. Ow. That's 100, or sorry, that's 25, but then times 4 is 100, so... I just saw him, like, winding up, and it's just like, oh, nothing I can do. So I can take, without any armor, I can take 3 rocket jumps before I die. And normally that mega health there, if that's there, yeah, that's gonna restore 100, so I get like 1 free rocket jump out of that. And now that's gone, that's pretty bad. But I'm gonna leave. Let's see. Oh well, I can't pick it up now anyway. I'm beyond my my base health, so. Alright, let's do this again. Okay, we might get out of this fairly unscathed. If I can get out of this, I'm just going to go grab the Doom Sphere and then just go right to the big secret and hope I can get it. Oh, God. I still think I might be okay. Oh, you know what? No. There's enemies that spawn after this, so I can't. So yeah, I'm gonna have to clear them out first and then come back here. Okay, so there's a mega health there, so I might end up being okay. I hope. I hope. Yeah, there's these guys here. Okay, so they're taken care of. May actually save this stuff. Hopefully it's enough. Alright, you need to die. You need to die. And you need to die. Okay, I think that's everything. I think that's all the obstacles that are... Oh, God. Anyway. Nothing but contempt for that crawler. Hopefully that's everything. Okay, so let's do this. Alright, let's top off fully. And let's get the mega health, hyper armor. Alright, let's do this. Okay, so I need that. Oh god, unless there's like more health here or something. You know what? I got the secret. Fine, we got it. I triggered it. That counts. That I'm abiding by my own rules. That's I got all the secrets. Okay, cool. Anyway. There. Now your entire night will not be spent watching me try to get that secret. But yeah, just the fact that I picked up the mega health there, just accidentally, that just really screwed things up. But hey, at least everyone saw it. You know how to get it now. And technically, I got it. So there are 2 secrets left, but they come after that point. Ow, stop hurting me, ow, ow, ow. Oh my god. We're good. God damn it. Anyway. I'll get it this time. I'm much more focused now. This level must die. How long have I been here? 23 minutes. That's too long. We need to end this. Alright, I think that's all of them. Okay, cool. Going to be much more cautious this time. So you just not hemorrhage health nonstop. There, I got the reset, yay. Alright, these railgunners up here, I'm no fan of them, so I'm just gonna go. Just obliterate them. Alright, let's see. Well, I just wasted all my rockets. Good job. Oh, which means, oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to rocket jump up there. So much for bypassing. Oh wait, you know what? I know where there's some rockets that I can go get them. I'm gonna try and just skip the entire blast guard section. I kind of have everything I need from it, so no real need to go. Oh my! Are you serious? Oh! What unholy asshole designed this game? Like, seriously. What? And I try to be so careful, too. But yeah, just a tiny bit of slop and you pay dearly for it. Which, you know, that's the kind of game this is trying to be. You know, we want it to be difficult so that you're kind of forced to do well. Forced to be skilled, forced to use proper strategy and weapons and everything. If the game is easy, then it's just kind of like... And it doesn't punish you for making the wrong decisions, then it just... Nothing you do really matters too much. And... That guy shot me, so I'm mad. Mad at him! But, you know, if a game isn't hard enough, then, you know, you're not forced to really kind of develop any kind of skills. You know, it's just kind of like, use whichever weapon you think looks cute or whatever, and it's like, what do you get out of it then? I don't really think you do get much out of the experience. Yeah, how did I shoot that rocket there, and then all those guys were... Oh, whatever. I get what happened, I'm upset about it. Jesus Christ. Alright, is it worth going over there? Yeah, I think so. It's like there's 2 medkits there, which buffer out the 2 rocket jumps you have to do, but there's a whole bunch of rocket ammo, which is useful and good, so we'll go get that. Alright, once I've gotten all the health and stuff here, I'm just going to Proceed. Just gonna skip this area. We don't need it. Gonna go ahead and pick that up. Whoa! But that guy there, he's just kind of like a reminder, like, hey, there's a shaft there. Maybe you should go that way. Yeah, it's kind of a breadcrumb kind of thing. Okay, I think it's... Oh my god, I see him shooting. God. Oh my god. Die in the fire of 1,000 suns. God, those things. Alright, so I think we're in good shape now. Shouldn't have picked up that armor shard, but whatever, that's fine. So the reason for that is because as long as you have armor, any damage you take is going to be cut in half. But if your armor depletes from like one whole shot, like if I shoot a rocket at myself, you know, I rocket jump, it's gonna do like a ton of armor damage, like 100, and the amount of health I take, damage I take to my health, like it doesn't change whether or not I have 10 points of armor. Oh my god. If I have 10 points of armor or 5, so like picking up the additional armor shard didn't really do me any good, and also prevented me from saving that for the future. So okay, so I think we're in great shape now. But whatever, I'm not coming back to this section, so I'm just gonna scoop up the rest of everything. Okay, cool. Now, and I remember like what's here now. So gotta come into that situation all prepared. Like a lot of those little clusters, like they're designed for the bazooka, which is the weapon you just picked up. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Alright, I think they're all dead. So there's 2 more secrets here. They're both right here. Is this down here? Does this up here? And we're all good. So I'm now completely maxed out of health and armor. So my base health and max base health, base armor, they both go up to 150 now. So there's Starlin with her very strange animation, which I never understood. And there's big alien fatty. So let's go kill him. I didn't want to make him be quite so stationary before, but the way he escapes and a lot of things kind of had to do him that way. This is my favorite music track in the game, by the way. It's very Mega Man boss style. So this guy, like, depending on which wall he faces when he does an attack, like, that determines what's gonna happen. So, like, when he faces that wall there, like, he does the turrets. When he faces the, when he faces Starlin, he does that, like, jumping attack, and then, then he shoots some seeking shots at you, which you can duck under, which I forgot about. But then that one, you know, he has the spinning balls, which you can avoid by just hiding out in the corner. When he does that little point thing, he's getting his little turrets to shoot out, which we don't have modeled or anything, but whatever. Because he's the fattest boss in the game, he has the highest health. 25k, it's quite a bit. But still goes down fairly quickly. He doesn't have any kind of like periods of immunity like the final boss does, so I think he might usually go down a little bit quicker. You can kill him entirely with the Hyper Blade, but it does take forever. You can also just like wait an eternity and he'll kill himself entirely with the turrets, which I think is kind of cute. Yeah, he's a very kind of you know, kind of dopey, kind of recurring character, kind of like a Dynamo or yeah, I guess Dynamo and what, Mega Man X6 was it? Or no, I think it was X5. Kind of like a treble kind of thing. I think I've exhausted everything. No, bazooka. Never mind. A couple more of these and he'll be dead. Not dead. He actually escapes. I mean, that's part of the reason for him just kind of staying there. It'd be hard to coordinate him escaping if he ran around. But you know, indie budgets and everything gotta make him a little stationary. This is a thing I shouldn't talk about at all because creating expectations that will not be realized, but when we were thinking about doing an episode 2 and episode 3, expanding the game, we completed this game, we just chose not to expand it, people. Anyway, but we were, you know, he was going to, you know, kind of be like the secret level boss of every episode. In episode 2, you know, he was going to kind of have like the same sorts of basic attacks, but, you know, they were going to be souped up a little bit. So, you know, he was going to kind of be like a tougher version of what you saw there. Some extra wrinkles and whatnot. And then in episode 3, you know, you're ultimately going to kill him. Actually, Starlin was ultimately going to kill him, so at that point she was going to have graduated from the damsel in distress to the badass damsel. But anyway. But yeah, hey, we got all the secrets, so yay. So, 2 more levels to go. So, the big secret for this level, it involves you basically having gone to that secret level. So, this is another level that kind of takes the force field motif, tries to do a lot more with it, kind of takes it up to the next level. So, in this one, when you deactivate one color of force field, it deactivates all the force fields of that color, instead of like just kind of like being done on an individual basis. So there's like 3 main sections and switches you need to, where you need to hit the force, deactivate the force fields to ultimately complete the level. And first of all, I'm about to show you that's not the case, thanks to the blast guard which we just got. But I'm going to show you something that I think is pretty cool. You know, again, going back to all the big secrets on this in this game, you know, they all tie into the level mechanics, and they all kind of require some thought, require some figuring out. But if we were to go over here, so we see, if I could clear out these sentries first. Almost dead. Okay, so there is a yellow force field and a purple force field. Now, the purple force field, that is the color you deactivate last. So, basically you deactivate yellow first, under normal circumstances. So, if you deactivate yellow, and then you deactivate pink, well, you can now get into here, but you can't cross this lava pool, because the yellow's been deactivated, and you can't cross it. So basically what you have to do is you have to deactivate pink before you deactivate yellow. And then the teal up there, that's the second color you deactivate. So basically, once you finish the second section, you can kind of come back here towards the beginning of the level and go collect a nice secret for your smart brain for figuring out that you had unlocked that. So let's gather up everything we can in this room here. I really like the design of this room. You know, kind of big, got some stuff going on. Little bridges and stuff. Alright. It's a trap! So after I clear out all the enemies here in this main room here, I was expecting that door to close. That door used to close after a few seconds, and we changed that because that was really annoying. It's one of those doors, it's like once it's open, you want it to stay open, so you can just kind of blast everything without having to reopen the door. Okay, so I'm going to take care of these guys here. And there's another little room of enemies who have aggroed me, so I'm going to take care of them. And then we'll go get the secret. I really like the pink here, the kind of purple. I think it's like a good complement to the cyan color, which we've used a lot. This, I think they really work well together. Oh my god, you. Ugh. Die anyway. Okay, so he's all dead. So now we're going to go up there. So usually you deactivate, that cyan one, and you use that elevator to go up there. But instead, we're just gonna use our trusty blast guard and just go right up there. Now there are a bunch of enemies there that are kind of forward here and facing this way, so I can actually be a bit of a ninja and go up behind them. Which I think may have backfired a little bit, because that gray guy saw. Oh my god! It's gonna be a little more difficult now. I think we're still gonna be okay. I can actually come into this section here a little bit and maybe get some health. As long as I don't flip the end of section switch, I should be okay. That Crusher aggroed some of the railgunners, so they're after him now. I think he's immune to them, though. Whatever, he's not immune to me, so... Alright, I think that's all of them. I know there's guys up there, so just gonna try and take care of them real quick. Let's take care of the rest of those. There's another secret I like here involving the jump pads. Whee! And like by getting that, you also aggro the kamikazes. So I had actually kind of forgotten about them. So I could have come up with this jump pad, then been greeted with an explosion of the face, and that would have not been good. All right, I'm gonna try to remember not to go back and get that, because I don't want to get that just yet. Because I'm about to rocket jump, and that's going to very quickly deplete my armor. I'm not going to get good use out of my armor, so... Oh my god. I was going to quickly blast whatever was waiting for me, but that was a kamikaze, and it was up close, and... I would have taken a big chunk of damage. Alright, I think he's dead. So I think that's everything that's dead up there. So as long as I don't flip the switch to end the section, I should be okay. I can still go get the big secret. And that's the switch, so I'm going to not touch it. Alright, any health or anything? Good, excellent. Okay, cool. Let's do this. So I'm skipping up to the third section. So I'm trying to aim the rocket at the soldier and then let the splash damage take care of the other guys. I know there's stuff up there waiting for me, so yep. There's stuff waiting there too. Yeah. Just gonna try and keep a chain going, but whatever. This Crusher here, he's been outplayed. Up here, there is nothing he can do to me. I am perfectly safe from his counterattack. Oh, I was hoping that the rockets would have killed those kamikazes, but oh well. Let's see. Make sure I don't waste any ammo picking up ammo I don't need. Oops. Okay, so once I flip the switch, that was the end of section switch, but oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay, cool. So that's going to lower the blue force fields. Or no, not blue. It used to be blue. Purple. Purple is what it lowered. So I can also I can go to the boss if I want, but we haven't gotten all the secrets, and we must get all the secrets. It's kind of a cute little, I don't know about bug, but unintentional situation there. But okay, so now that I've done that, let's go ahead and get our big secret. Now, apparently if you quote-unquote pistol start this level, you still can get this. Like, apparently you can rocket jump across there. I tried to design it so that you couldn't do that, but apparently I didn't try hard enough, because you still can, apparently. Alright, so now let's go end that first section, which will lower the yellow force fields. Oh, there's some health over there. We want that. Health is good. Health is good. Yeah, hey, now I can go get that. Cool. Take care of him, that old sniper up there. Alright, now I can get a pretty decent chain here. But that sniper, he ruined it. That asshole railgunner up there. You see why I tried to make a game that had like as little hit scans as possible? It just doesn't seem fair. Again, it is normally, but just the fact that I don't have the sound cues right now, just making that a little more difficult. Now, there is a secret up here that's a bit of a bitch to get. So, it is some treasure that is behind some insta-kill spike balls, and I have to basically make 2 consecutive jumps over those without rubbing up against them at all, so It's a little bit tricky, but I think it'll be okay. I can usually get it. I thought it would be good after that first one. I was like, you know what? I'm jinxing it, but oh hey, I got it. Okay, we're cool. And then no. And then no. But you know what? I got the big secret, so you can just. And I picked up that treasure, so we're all good. I don't have to go get it again. And that is one of the nice things about the live system in this. It's like if you've already done something like a secret kind of thing, you don't have to do it again. Which I think is nice. Like if we just relied on quick saves, like you wouldn't have that. And plus, like, you get into the action like right away. Should there have been more checkpoints? Yeah, I mean, probably. But at the same time, like you end up having extremely compartmentalized gameplay. It's like, oh, here, clear this room. Okay, checkpoint. Okay, clear this room. Checkpoint. And if you kind of have like these kind of big open-ended levels, which a lot of people were wanting, it is kind of hard to pull off a checkpoint in that kind of environment. But we're on bullshit anyway, so we don't have any checkpoints whatsoever. Because this skill setting is bullshit. It lives up to its name. So those crates, they do not come back. Part of the reason that they do not is because didn't want people basically re-rolling. If they blew up a crate and didn't get what they wanted, didn't want them to be in any way incentivized to kill themselves and then try again. Plus the game then isn't quite so luck dependent. Alright, there's jerks over there, and we really want to kill them. Part of what makes the railgunners so, what the? I have no idea what happened there. Part of what makes the kamikazes such a, or not the kamikazes, the railgunner is such a gigantic pain. Their shots, like, they pierce armor. So whether or not you have any armor is not factored in. So they're going to do the same amount of damage no matter what. Of course, they don't deplete your armor in any way, so that's good. But no matter how armored up you are, they're going to do some good damage to you. This guy's doing an excellent job of being my minesweeper. Yeah, I mean, he killed those guys, so good job, friend. Oops. I'm not gonna waste a rocket. So let's see, there's two guys up there. Some guys up there. Alright, cool. Killed both of them. I can tell thanks to the combo display on the right, so it's not just for show. It's also useful information. It was kind of interesting is that on especially large maps like in Doom, like one thing I would do often is kind of fire a rocket and then look at the kill count to see if my rocket hit and killed anything. You can kind of do that in this by looking at your score display. You can fire something, a rocket, and then hide behind the corner and see if your score goes up at all. If your score goes up, you kill the thing. Good job. And if it doesn't, The thing lives, and you still need to go kill it. Alright, they're dead. Yay. Okay, so on to this next section. Alright, I think my little minesweeper guy did his job. I thought he might have killed some of those guys, but maybe not. Let's see. I'm just gonna save all that. Thought there was a crawler there, I guess not. Okay, so the good news, I already got this secret up here, so I no longer have to suffer greatly trying to get it again, so... Oops. Yeah, I jumped off the pad, I don't want to do that, just... Okay, cool. Try to jump over that, that's not gonna work. Alright, so got all these guys aggroed, so I can come take care of them down here safely, and then go back up there. Oops. Well, if that other railgunner wasn't dead, he sure is now. Cool. So this is section 2. We're now up to about where we were before. Oh, and because we deactivated that cyan force field, now we can go down here and get this. So we're all set. So I've already gotten all the secrets, so we're already all good now. But let's finish up the third section and then go kill the boss. Oh boy, kamikazes. I should have come up there with the bazooka out so I could kill those faraway guys safely. Okay, cool. So we should be in pretty good shape here. Got the reset. So 14 is pretty good. So that took out the kamikazes and did a good deal of damage on that crusher up there. Oops. Let's see. All right. Almost all set here. Hey, I got an extra life. Yay. I only have 39 of them. Alright, so I'm gonna save the rest of that ammo, whatever I had left, and then just sword this last guy. Alright, so there's going to be a railgunner waiting for me on the other side here. Boom. Alright, we're all set. Boss time! He's only got one animation, but it's kind of cool. I do like it. This is another one. He's kind of a Mechron style boss where it's like you gotta figure out the tricks and then ultimately take him down. But you know, usually what you're doing is like you're looking at the color of force field that's going down, and then you're responding appropriately. So blue, for blue, he's either going to charge an unanimated railgun shot, or he's going to cross that top part. But anytime the blue ones come down, he is vulnerable, and you can go take him down. That's green. That's just kind of the standard ones. Basically, any of the force field attack, you just kind of hide in here and then crouch. None of them are really going to hit you. Alright, so what's going down? Green. Okay. You just got to make sure you dodge the splash damage of those things. Oh, ah. I'm gonna go over here to get this ammo. I gotten everything? No, there's still a little bit more. So, I mean, this guy, there's not too much to him once you have him figured out. But, you know, you do have to be on your toes. You do have to pay attention to the force field colors that are opening up. And then if the blue ones go down, you do have to pay attention to what he's doing when he comes out of them. Right, we're gonna have to pistol the rest of them. Cool. Alright, down he goes. It's gonna be 1 second, I gotta plug in my phone. Okay, there we go. What's going on, Shane? How's it going? Good to see you, good to see you. Ah. Alright, so, once again, all secrets. I think I've gotten 100% of everything so far. I have not been totally keeping track of that, but trying to do the same here on the final level. So here we go. So yeah, I really like this level. This is this kind of you know, kind of ties the episode together. You revisit each of the themes that you saw throughout the episode. Get to revisit each of the mechanics, and yeah, you're kind of reminded on the journey that the game has taken you on. Plus, you get to revisit this this theme from level 1. This yeah, it's kind of white and red theme, which I think is just outstanding. Just really love it. And I also think it's got one of the best music tracks in the game too. But you know, some of this, like when I came up with this this octagon kind of thing here, I was like, oh yeah, this is cool. This is gonna be really sweet. You know, it's elegant and yeah, kind of a cool thing for the last level. One thing I didn't mention is that we all these posters used to be kind of like custom made. That's funny. They also used to be custom made. You know, just regular old art posters, but we thought it'd be pretty cool to just kind of help out with you know, the indie scene and, you know, kind of our kinship with others in the scene, to actually put posters from like actual games in the first level and the final level. So that ended up being really cool. You know, like really got like a big response on Reddit about that. See, I should have had the pulsar out, but okay, so we're going to kill those all, hopefully with that. Yes, there we go. Boom. But you know, even though we're like revisiting the themes, like still doing things that hadn't been done with the theme before. Like never saw like lava behind one of those plates in level 2 or 3. I know it's a subtle thing, but you know, still trying to bring new things to the table, even here on the final level, which is largely the recapitulation of the game. Yeah, it's kind of the same way like a symphony is designed. So in the very beginning, you have like your introduction. You know, you establish the motif. You know, ba 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 ba. And then, you know, in the beginning, or sorry, the middle part, you develop that. Oh, did I just do this in the wrong order? Oh no. I think you just did. Wait. I forgot what I was supposed to do here. Yeah. Probably have to replay this. If I really want all the secrets. Yeah, because there was something. Oh, whatever. Get it again. But so, you know, and then in the beginning, you know, you take that theme and you develop it more, you know, make it more complicated and add new wrinkles and layers to it. And then at the end, you kind of go back to that theme in its purest form. Yeah, that's kind of what we're trying to do here. You know, so we're kind of trying to revisit all of the elements from episode 1. You know, we go back to the recycling center. We go back to the disposal area. And we try and have a lot of fun with those, so. So now this piece of it is down, so we can cross through this section of the octagon. But you know, some more of the indie game posters. I mean, some of these are really cool. That one's cool. That one's cool. That one's really cool. Already saw the Freedom Planet. That one. It's funny. I think every single comment on the posters in the Steam group, it's about the Freedom Planet poster. So I don't think people are saying anything bad about it. They're just like, oh, whoa, Freedom Planet. Oh, cool. There's another little thing there that's just designed for the bazooka. Yeah, you're supposed to, you know, blast the big guy. Take him down by taking the rocket and then having the splash damage just kill all the little underlings around him. So we're now on to the level 4 section. Level 4 and 5. We had just come from 6 and 7, and the secret level had that theme, so I was kind of like, maybe I don't need to revisit that theme that we just got to. Could have had maybe the very final room been like a level 6 theme, but nah. But you know, this is like a more hardcore version of what you saw in level 5 and 6. That is crushing walls, conveyor belts, and instant kill spikes all at once. Yeah, so you wanted to bring down the blue gates first, and then yeah, or leave the blue gates. Whatever, I'll figure it out. Oh yeah, here we see Geyser once again. And this time with some extra little added wrinkles, so... Definitely a little bit tougher this time. Ow! Yeah, if I sat back a little further, it would have been okay, but whatever. Oh, whoa. I almost touched one of those. Yeah, there are a couple secrets I can go cross off right now before I have to suicide and replay this again so I can get all the secrets, but I can go with this one. I like that one, that was pretty cool. And then there's one down here. So a couple of the rocket jumping ones. So, oh my god, am I gonna get all the secrets? Am I gonna go for this? Yeah, I'm too short. I'm perfectionist, I have to. Alright, so let's do this. I just gotta make sure I get him once, and then I don't care what happens. I am going to be looking forward to seeing that end of endgame, end of episode tally. Let's see if I did get all of them or not. Oh, it's so much nicer when I go into a situation with the proper weapon. So that was a bit of an advanced thing I did there. So when I shot that pistol, shot that barrel with the pistol, I then switched to the bazooka. The reason I did that is because when you kill an enemy with the barrels, or well, yeah, the barrels. I was gonna say other stuff, but mostly the barrels is what we care about right now. If you do that, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the yellow ones. I think this is the yellow one. Yeah, okay, it is. I can tell by the color banding right there. But it's going to reset your kill streak timer based on whatever the timer your current weapon has. And the bazooka has the biggest window. So, okay, yeah, okay, now I know I'm doing this right. So, I mean, part of what's tricky about this is that I gotta get through all this without, without lowering the blue bars, which means either I have to rocket jump over this, or I have to jump over those insta-kill spikes there. Neither are great options, but we'll rocket jump over. We have the blast guard, so it's not going to be that painful right now. And I still have a little bit of armor, so even with the... So if I rocket jump once here with the Doom Sphere, I'm going to take 50%. So that'll be okay. I will survive it. But will I survive this? I don't know. I hope so. Oh, my frame rate was excellent there. Okay, so now I should be able to safely access the big secret. So yeah, I mean, going back to the way level 2 worked, every time you lowered those blue bars, it lowers all the blue bars, and as you may have seen earlier, the bars were higher up. So had I lowered them, they would have lowered to the point where that section would have been. I couldn't have gotten in there, and that's how the big secret is over by Geyser. So. So yeah, I mean, I really think this game has some fairly creative secrets, and you know, I think stuff like that, it makes for good level design. Is it traditionally what people think of as good level design? Probably not, and that's, you know, it's unfortunate. Oh my God! Please survive! Please live! Okay, cool. I have to get to that big secret before I die, so. As long as I don't go out too far, the kamikazes behind that force field are not going to come out. So, I mean, because of the force fields there, it's a little bit of a level 6 and 7 element, so it is not totally unrepresented here. Okay, so as you can see, those bars are still up. They have not been lowered, so... Boom, got it. And I think I can just walk onto these? Anyway, so I've already beaten that section, so... I may have, I think that's how it used to be in the engine, but I took that out. I'm gonna might not have enough health to take down the final boss, but whatever. I think I might be okay. So I think there is a. See, we changed the name of it to the Dark Matter Reactor, and this is Generator Room, as in the Hyperion generator. So whatever. Ooh, creepy final boss room. Really love the faces on this guy, just gives him a ton of personality. And like, those faces were done as like placeholders. And we actually had some like more finalized ones done, but they didn't emote quite as well as these, so ended up reverting them back. Alright, but I think we're ready to take him down. That blade! It's made of Captain America Shield's material! Okay, if I can get... Okay, cool. So when he does that, you just have to... The way stunning works in this game is like when enemies take enough damage, you know, they get stunned out of... Or not enough damage, enough hits. So it's like you gotta use your shotgun to just stun him out of that attack before he kills you. You know, I'm actually gonna save my shotgun ammo, just so I have it around to kill him. So you see him do that, you just switch to the shotgun. Boom. You know, I just deactivated that. How dare you? I was wanting his shield to be yellow too, by the way. I'm not sure how we ended up on red, but whatever. Look at a cute little Exo up there riding him. It's like he's his pet. Oh, don't. Alright, should be okay. Let's use my rockets. I imagine rockets have a little higher DPS than the pistol. So I get stunned a few more times, so should be good. No. Okay, phew. Yeah, this guy's kind of tough. I mean, you just gotta respond pretty quickly to what he's doing. It's like, even though the patterns, like, you still get tripped up. Which, I think is good. I mean, he's the final boss. There should be that amount of difficulty to him. And that's it! I've actually beat my own game. It was slightly painful at times, but that's... makes it all the more rewarding, so... So let's see how this final tally, how that all... Let's see, let's make sure I got everything. Oh, sorry. Hey, all secrets, yay! Didn't get all the treasure, must have missed a couple little things here and there. Yeah, you know, didn't get all the kills. It came from skipping large chunks of maps upon getting all the secrets and then being like, you know what, forget it. I'm just gonna skip the rest of this. So, yeah, you know, yeah, I did think the blue screen was a very nice touch for him. And I think that's something that's still relevant enough in today's tech culture that it's not like, you know, like most people know, like, blue screen, that's funny. Instead of like, what? What's a blue screen? Well, yeah, so I mean, 31, pretty good chain. 3 hours, that went fairly quick. Yeah, it could have been stretched out a little longer had I, you know, gone back and ran through some of the things, but for the most part, I just didn't die, and therefore got through it pretty quick. But, oops, got my phone tilted the wrong way. I can't see the chat. No. But ultimately, you know, I am quite proud of how this game turned out. You know, even we tried to make something that was very replayable. You know, I mean, something like Doom. You know, I do feel like the reason like it's still exists to this day, and you know, it's still played is because, you know, certain elements, you know, make it very replayable. Yeah, I don't know. It's you know, we wanted to try and do something that, you know, made it feel a little bit timeless. You know, I think to some degree, I mean, we have done that. Ultimately, it did not reach the audience we were hoping for, but you know, that's not totally. I mean, it's a really hard industry to succeed in. You know, it's so few games. There's so many games that are being developed, especially on Steam. It's very difficult to stand out from the crowd. You know, so you gotta have just like a really dynamite idea. Then you just really have to execute on all cylinders. And to some degree, you need some luck too. Like, you just gotta be in the right place at the right time. And for us, I definitely don't think that we were. You know, we did spend a long time developing this, and in that time, you know, we did kind of see the rise and fall of, you know, Rise of the Triad for one, which I think it's safe to say probably didn't garner a lot of interest in the old school shooter genre. probably killed interest in that to some degree. And then additionally, things like Shadow Warrior kind of satisfied that niche a little more. We try to do some things, with kind of make the game unique, and didn't quite work out. It was a little bit shoehorned in, but kind of late into the process, we were very concerned that people were just kind of like, oh, it's a Doom clone, and we were like, no, we've got plenty more going on than that. To try and communicate that, we did try to kind of maybe cram things in a little bit hard to kind of differentiate it from Doom and kind of other old school shooters, to kind of help the game stand out in people's minds as something a little more unique, a little more different than maybe originally thought. And I mean, ultimately, I don't know how well that worked out. It's a tough thing. But when it comes to Starfall, I mean, we're trying to learn our lessons from this, and trying to apply those to that going forward. It is looking like, unfortunately, the Kickstarter for that will not succeed, which does kind of suck. So let me take a second or two to speak about that. We are going to still try and move forward with it. Probably not going to. I mean, I obviously can't do a lot of the stuff that we wanted to do in terms of these stretch goals and everything, but hopefully we can still make the existing content work to some degree, what we have planned. And thankfully, one of the things that we've actually done that's smart this time is like not talk about everything we want to do in a public fashion and create all these expectations. So I mean, thankfully we can go cut some things that we were planning, and people will not be disappointed by that because they will not have any expectations that these were going to be in the game anyway. So hopefully we can go do that, and hopefully we can lower the budget for it. Probably are going to be looking at doing an early access release, so probably going to spend what money we have left trying to get the prototype into some kind of polished, playable state. I mean, it's playable, it's just not very polished, but we'll try and get all the art assets done for the first couple worlds, and then hopefully the money we make from that, and all the press coverage we get and everything, hopefully that leads to that will finance the rest of the game, and we can finish it up and be done with our second game. The good news is that Starfall is far much more conducive to the early access format, whereas this was not. We tried to do a lot of really cool things with this game in early access. For those who don't remember, we actually did some. Every couple weeks we would do like bi-weekly updates, and we would have like a special theme to the update. Give it a cool name. We'd have like a trailer for it and everything. It's very similar to what Don't Starve did. It's actually where we got the idea from. It was a really cool thing, but unfortunately, I think because of the nature of the game, because it is sadly for most people, a one-time playthrough kind of thing, they didn't really want to come back to it week after week, and update after update. I mean, for a lot of people, they played the alpha of the game, which was complete garbage. And after doing that, they didn't want to. They'd been satisfied. They didn't want to play the game anymore. It's like, why would I want to play this again? Even though the game was in a completely different state, ultimately, than when it was released in alpha. But so I mean, hopefully, we can do early access. Hopefully we can do some of the same fun things that we did with Wrack in early access. Maybe do those trailers and updates again, and those kinds of cute little things, and hopefully that'll be something that people want. So Wrack, we spent 6 years working on it, which is quite a long time. A lot of people think like, oh, well, that must have been done in a linear fashion. Like, first you develop the engine, then you develop this, then you do the models, then you do... And no, it didn't really work that way. Just because, like, we developed the engine from scratch, that doesn't necessarily mean that, we... we didn't do anything, like, while the engine was being developed. We were still kind of getting the team together, kind of, you know, putting together some preliminary ideas for the game. Yeah, I mean, and the engine was being developed like all throughout development, and a lot of things were being done, you know, just kind of like while waiting for artists to, you know, finish their assets, finish textures. I mean, the main reason this game took so long is because A, it's quality, B, we didn't have a lot of money to hire a bunch of artists to do things quickly. And, you know, C, like, I mean, it just takes a long time, like, to make a game. Like, you know, there was a lot we tried to do in this. You know, we really, despite what you might hear in other places, like, we really tried to not cut corners with this. I mean, we really tried to do a good job. You know, we tried to plan out, you know, a very substantial game, and I think we gave it to you guys. I mean, just, like, look at the amount of depth, you know, in that first episode. You know, it's just, like, 4 different texture sets, whereas Borderlands, the entire game, has 1. You know, just to name an example. But, you know, it's like we really went for it with this. You know, I mean, we could have finished the game much quicker, but I don't think it would be nearly this good. And, you know, at the end of the day, like, there's so much vying for your attention that I just feel like something that's subpar, like, it's not worth your time. Like, if the game isn't any good, you're gonna go play something else. You're gonna go play one of the other 700 games that was released on Steam yesterday. And you're gonna go pay attention to those and not, you know, the piece of crap that we tried to pawn off on you. And, you know, that's gonna continue with Starfall. You know, we're gonna try and do a great job with that. We're gonna try and give you the highest possible quality we can, and, you know, we're going to try to package that in an idea that's a little more appealing to people. You know, hearing about an old school shooter, you know, it's just not going to excite a lot of people, unfortunately. A lot of people feel like why would they play this when they already have the ultimate old school shooter ever made? You know, still being developed for, and still content being made for it, and, you know, so with the concept that we have for Starfall, I mean, we can give people just so much more of what they're asking for, and, you know, and also, like, give these unique Wrack elements, you know, a much better home. You know, stuff like the power shots, which were the finishers in this, it just works a lot better in that kind of universe. And in this, you know, it's like, oh my god, you're running around trying to find ammo and everything, and then it's like, it's difficult. You know, it's difficult trying to find additional enemies to keep your chain going. It's difficult trying to find additional enemies to use a finisher on. It's really a little ham-fisted, and it's a lot more organic when it comes to Starfall. So, does anyone else have any other questions or anything? I'll give this 30 seconds, thanks to the wonderful of Twitch and the magic of Twitch and lag and everything. But ultimately, you know, I do thank you guys for coming out. This was a lot of fun for me. I'm glad you guys decided to come and check it out. And I had been promising doing this for a while. And yeah, I got into streaming fairly recently, and it seemed like a good way to pull off that developer playthrough. You know, I also wanted to do it, you know, during the Starfall campaign to hopefully kind of raise awareness for that, but unfortunately that kind of petered out already, so it's kind of just ended up being just a pure playthrough of the game. Cool, well, I hope you end up checking out the game, so yeah, so I'll be checking out the game, hope you enjoy it, so anyway, well, I guess that's going to do it for this Wrack developer playthrough, and once again, I thank you guys for coming out, so really appreciate it. This was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did, but that's gonna do it. Thanks, guys.